The Boeing 737 lurched, metal groaning as warning lights flashed across the cockpit. At 35,000 feet, the Seattle to Atlanta flight shook violently, passengers gripping armrests. Hydraulic failure. The co-pilot shouted, hands trembling on the yoke. The captain, fighting the controls, barked, "We're losing pressure fast." A desperate voice crackled over the intercom, "Is there a pilot on board?" "Any pilot?" In seat 38C, Caleb Turner, 45, stirred. His faded jacket, patched with duct tape, marked him as invisible, a homeless man nobody noticed. Whispers had followed him boarding. How did he get a ticket? A businessman sneered. Now, as panic swept the cabin, Caleb rose, his weathered face calm. "Coast Guard aviator," he said to a flight attendant, voice steady. Her eyes widened, skeptical but desperate. "This way," she said. As he moved, a woman hissed, "He's no pilot." Caleb's gaze held hers, unyielding. "I'm your only shot." What happened next didn't just save 187 souls, it rewrote a man's life. Drop a comment. Where are you watching from? Hit that like button, subscribe, and join Sofia Stories for tales that soar. Let us begin. 3 days earlier, Caleb Turner sat outside a Seattle shelter, his breath visible in the October chill. At 45, he was a ghost, unshaven, clothes worn thin, a canvas bag holding his life, a dog-eared Bible, a Coast Guard patch, a brass compass engraved CT, 2005. His past was a wound he didn't touch. Once a decorated UH-60 Black Hawk pilot, he saved 42 lives in Hurricane Katrina, earning a Distinguished Flying Cross. But grief: a wife lost to cancer, a son to a car accident pushed him to whiskey, then the streets. A shelter volunteer, Marla Evans, 60, handed him a plane ticket. Atlanta's got jobs, Caleb. Start over. He clutched the compass, unsure, but boarded Delta Flight 1423. Now, the plane screamed, alarms blaring. Passengers prayed, a child sobbed, "Are we gonna crash?" In first class, tech mogul Ethan Caldwell, 50, scoffed, "A bum's gonna save us? We're doomed." Across the aisle, Rosa Delgado, 70, a retired teacher, clutched her rosary. "God chooses unlikely heroes," she whispered. Caleb entered the cockpit, the captain sweating, hands slipping. "System's jammed," he gasped. The co-pilot, Lena Brooks, 28, stared at Caleb. "You've flown something this big?" Caleb's eyes flicked to the gauges. "Close enough." His hands didn't touch the controls, protocol forbade it, but his voice became the rudder. "Check the backup hydraulic line," he said, memory sharp despite years away. Lena hesitated, then followed. "It's severed," she reported, voice shaking. Caleb's jaw tightened. Sabotage. He'd seen it once, in a Coast Guard chopper, a mechanic's grudge cutting lines. "Reroute to auxiliary," he said. "Slow inputs. Keep her level." The plane bucked, but Lena mirrored his calm, hands steadier. Caleb scanned the radar, spotting Hartsfield-Jackson's beacon 200 miles out. "We've got one shot," he said. Flashbacks hit hard. 10 years ago, Caleb flew through Katrina's wrath, pulling families from rooftops. His compass, a gift from his son, guided him then. Now, it sat in his bag, a reminder of who he'd been. He shook it off, focusing. "Trim the flaps, 2 degrees," he told Lena. The plane stabilized, the shudder easing. Passengers exhaled, hope flickering. Rosa prayed louder. Ethan's sneer faded. In the cabin, Flight Attendant Jamal Reed, 35, relayed Caleb's instructions, calming the crowd. "He knows what he's doing," Jamal said, though doubt lingered. Caleb's mind raced. Sabotage meant intent. He recalled a news thread on X: disgruntled airline mechanic, Ray Foster, fired last week, vowed revenge. "Check the maintenance logs," Caleb told Lena. She pulled the tablet. Foster's name, last service, hydraulic system. "He cut the lines," Caleb said. "We land, or he wins." Lena nodded, trust building. The captain, oxygen mask on, stirred weakly. Caleb draped his jacket over him, the Coast Guard patch visible. "Stay with us," he whispered. The plane descended, turbulence fading. Caleb coached Lena through checklists, his voice a lifeline. "Airspeed 210, nose up 5 degrees. Atlanta's skyline emerged, runway lights piercing fog. Passengers gripped seats, a teenager filming for X, hashtag Flight 1423 trending at 50,000 views. Caleb's commands were precise, drawn from 3,000 flight hours. The landing gear dropped, a grinding sound confirming damage. "Brace for hard landing," he told Lena. She nodded, sweat beading. "You've got this," he said. The wheels hit, screeching, sparks flying. The plane skidded, then stopped. Silence. Then applause erupted, passengers weeping, hugging. Caleb stepped back, letting Lena take the intercom. "We're safe," she announced, voice cracking. The boy who cried earlier ran to Caleb, hugging him. "You're a hero." Ethan Caldwell approached, head bowed. "I was wrong," he muttered, offering a handshake. Caleb nodded, slipping his compass from his bag, its weight grounding him. Reporters swarmed as passengers deplaned, cameras flashing. "Your name, sir?" one shouted. "Just a guy who didn't sit still," Caleb said, walking away. Hashtag hero of 1423 hit 200,000 views. At the terminal, FBI agent Carlin Gwynn, 42, met Caleb. "We found Foster. He confessed, cut the lines to frame the airline." Caleb's tip had cracked the case. Carla studied him. "Coast Guard, huh? Your record's impressive." Caleb shrugged. "Old life." Carla handed him a card. "New one's waiting." Marla, the volunteer, had alerted a veterans shelter in Atlanta. By morning, Caleb had a bed, a shower, a job offer, flight instructor. 6 months later, Caleb, clean-shaven, taught at a veterans shelter flight program, mentoring ex-soldiers. He launched an aviation outreach initiative, bringing kids from Atlanta's South Side to simulators, showing them skies weren't out of reach. The airline settled $10 million for victims, funding Caleb's program. Foster got 15 years. Lena, now a captain, visited Caleb's classes, calling him the voice that saved us. Rosa sent him a new jacket, embroidered with a dove. At night, Caleb held his compass, whispering to his son, "I'm back." What is your story of second chances? Comment below, hit that like button, and subscribe to Sofia Stories for more tales of triumph. Share this with someone who needs hope. Until next time.